We were pretty excited to have Clean Wisconsin ask us to play with some ingredients, particularly because they held the values of why we even started our bakery. Working with Kernza and hazelnut and learning about how beneficial they can be for the environment, the nutrition profile is very much in line with how we operate at Bloom.
Kernza is an intermediate wheatgrass that is perennial. So Kernza is used as a grain that we can either roast and mill and create flours with. It can also be used in fermentation processes for beer or liquor. What is wonderful about Kernza is that it has extremely deep taproots that can go down easily 10 feet into the ground. And what that means is not only can it stabilize soil and reduce erosion, but also during periods of drought or intense heat, those roots can access water. And so even if other crops like corn are suffering from extreme heat, the Kernza will still survive. From a climate perspective, by maintaining plants that have roots in the soil, we're actually building that carbon in the soil rather than it being emitted into the atmosphere as carbon dioxide.
For this project, being handed the Kernza flour and the hazelnut flour, I thought it would be really fun to showcase a bread. So the Kernza really lent itself for that challenge. The flavor is really beautiful in that it's got cinnamon qualities, maple, nutty. It's not a flour where you're like, oh, this is such a basic flour, let's see what kind of spices that we can layer on. It really, you're not having to work through the recipe to impart flavor because it's so flavorful. We also take care of a lot of our allergen friends or those that are eating more of a vegan or gluten-free diet. So for that, I thought the hazelnut would be really a nice project to lend itself to a vegan gluten-free application. We had a tart that we had in practice, which was more almond flour based. And so what we ended up finding is we fell in love with the hazelnut flour so much that we do plan on that becoming a menu item. So thank you for that.
What's great about hazelnuts is it's a wonderful alternative to the almond. It's tasty, it's creamy, and gluten-free, and it can be grown in our home state where the hazelnut shrub is originally from.
You can put corn in the ground and you'll have a crop that's marketable at the end of 3 months. For this crop, it's an investment of several years, but this crop can be grown on land that might be not suitable for row crops, for example. Once you get it established and take care of it and water it the first year and really make sure that the plants get a good start, there aren't a lot of inputs after that. And that's in direct contrast to the inputs that are required for conventional farming of row crops.
So fun to do this.
So fun.
So, Paul and I are both on the board. So we're doing this temporarily in our respective retirements.
I wanted to do something with this piece of land, something that would perhaps enhance its fertility or keep it from eroding further. So it was sort of a permaculture idea to plant a tree crop that would hold the soil in place. I wanted to develop a product that we could process, package, and take to grocery markets. We've had great success early in developing products and promoting them. So we have oil, flour, a roasted kernel, and we have a snack line now as well. The oil is a fantastic oil. It's better than olive oil for cooking. It has a very light flavor.
Asking us to use Kernza or hazelnut flour didn't really feel off base to us because we built Bloom on the premise that we want to support local farmers and local purveyors. And choosing that path as a bakery, it has not been an easy path in terms of logistics. Our accountants don't love it because we have invoices coming from like 60 to 70 purveyors. Our inventory schedule can get a little wacky because we have a different farmer or purveyor coming to our door. But everyone that works here, it is the beauty of why We work here, I think we gave our butter farmers $40,000 last year, and that stayed right here in our backyard. And for us, that is meaningful. And so to use grains and to use ingredients that can impact our earth and planet, that are better nutritionally for us, all that extra work at the end of the day doesn't feel like work. It just feels like the right thing to do.
I really think hazelnuts and kernza could be the crops of the future. Not only do they provide an additional ecological benefit and help to sequester carbon from our atmosphere into our fields, but they also help to provide our farmers with alternatives. It is so important to have innovative small businesses like Bloom Bake Shop, like the American Hazelnut Company, who are blazing the trail in new perennial agriculture to start to introduce what is possible to the public, and in a way that's tangible. People can taste it. They can taste the change.